Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BS Drunk Movie Reviews. This is a weekly podcast, and we do update the video, upload the video version to our YouTube channel. So you can check that out. My name is Vetta, and as always, I am joined by my brother, Matt.
Hey, you guys.
This month's theme is football movies.
Woo-woo.
Yay, sports.
Blue 42.
On this episode, we will be talking about 80 For Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get started on talking about this movie, what are you drinking this evening?
I'm drinking some champagne because that's what they drink, from what I could tell, in a good portion of this movie. So that's what I'm
Very
drinking.
nice, very nice. I have a rum and Coke, and I was really thirsty, so I also made a drunken tea, which just means I took sweet iced tea and added some whiskey to it. Made it a little frisky.
Right on. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Right. So had you heard of this movie, watched the preview or anything before I picked it?
I had seen the trailer for it. I had not, and I heard of it, but I had not seen it. No.
Okay. So I had not seen it either. I had heard of it. I'd seen the preview, and I was super excited because it had four of my favorite, like, older actresses in it. They all crack me up and make me laugh. But my biggest thing so before we watch this movie, I'm just going to say, number one, I have an issue with the movie because it's about Tom Brady. Well, it's about these women going to see Tom Brady, but Tom Brady produced it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Right. And Tom Brady, the only thing he took from this was a group of women over the age of 80 that love him. That is the only part of this movie that is true. These women never got Super Bowl tickets, and I think there's 5 of them. They were called Over 80 for Brady.
Oh, gotcha.
The Over 80 for Brady's Club or something like that. So he didn't even keep the name. They didn't actually ever go to the Super Bowl. Some of them died before they got to meet Tom Brady. And then the ones that did meet Tom Brady, if I remember correctly from what I read, they only met him over Zoom because it was during the pandemic.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm like, really, Tom? You couldn't fly to New England somewhere? You probably already lived there most this season and see them. You couldn't set them up with some tickets, dude? Like,
no, he's too rich.
Right. Well,
I'll tell you right now, after watching this movie, I would have died too from embarrassment.
So my whole thing too is, so anyone who doesn't know the premise of this movie, there are 4 best friends that they all get together, and they were together while one of them was going through cancer.
Yeah, Lou,
who is played by
Lily Tomlin. Lily Tomlin. I love her. I love her so much. Yeah, she's great.
Oh my gosh, so great. So she's been in some amazing movies.
Right on.
So great. So while she's going through cancer and everything, one day, just by coincidence, Tom Brady comes on the screen, and they all talk about, oh, he's a little cutie patootie. Ooh, hubba hubba, blah, blah, blah. And they all fall in love, and they become huge Patriots fans. And they think Tom Brady is the best thing since sliced bread.
Yes.
Everything. So obviously Lou doesn't die of cancer. She lives. One of the ladies, which is played by Jane Fonda, writes fan fiction smut novels, like fan fiction romantic novels under a pen name. But she doesn't write them about Tom Brady. She writes them about his teammate. What the hell's his name?
Gronk. Something wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know
he
football.
Is a real player. I just never remember his name because it sounds made
Gronkowski. Yeah. I do like him though. He's very. He's very fun. You know.
He is super fun. He's yeah. And he's a cutie patootie as well. So
I'd fuck him.
And she used to be like a spokeswoman model thing.
Yeah, for a car dealership. That was so
that's
embarrassing.
Just the one that everyone remembers her for. I do think she did other ones. I'm not 100% sure. And
I'm going to
staying.
say no. It was, I want to say something real quick about that part, if I may, please.
Sure, go
That
for
part
it.
was, every time she or somebody else brought it up, I was like, that is so embarrassing. This is your claim to fame, honey. Everybody remembers you as the used car sales girl. Gross. What was she? What was the name of the Patriot girl or some shit? Hometown cooking girl? I don't remember. It was just
Whatever.
embarrassing. It
And
was so
every year there's a
embarrassing.
new girl that does this. They make
Yeah,
it
with
sound
nice
like, but
hooties and
none of them are
everything.
as good as the original.
Exactly. I was just like, this is so embarrassing. Please stop.
But
Please stop.
she could be world renowned for the books, but she writes under a pen name, which from the way the movie ends, when it ends, it makes it sound like that everybody knows that she writes them, but she writes under the name Veronica or something, and her name's
Mm.
Trish.
Oh,
So
right on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then we have Rita Moriano. I think that's how you say her name.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
don't know
sorry,
her.
Rita,
Yeah.
if I'm wrong. And
It's
she
fine.
plays Mora.
Yeah.
Is
Mora.
that right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mora. Okay.
Mora.
There's
I could have
I've
less
had drinks.
of her.
Names are hard. Words are hard when you drink, but names get really fucking hard when you drink.
Mm.
Um, and I love her. I love her in so much. Have you never seen anything else she's been in?
I mean, if I have, I don't remember
Oh
her.
my gosh, she is hysterical.
Like I
Love her.
said before, Mora, more like I need lessa of
Oh,
her.
I love her. So she's a widower, and
Mhm.
her husband had a gambling problem. He wasn't good at it, but she was, and she used to make him think he was good because she would
Uh-huh.
take her winnings and like sneak them into his winnings, so he thought he was good. And I'm like,
Mm.
oh. And then
No,
the
that's not
last
all.
one,
That's bad. She is enabling his addiction. That's terrible.
and the last one is Betty, who is played by Sally Field. Who doesn't
Yeah.
love Sally?
I love
Amazing.
Sally Field. Not in
Oh
this
gosh,
movie
she's
though.
been in such good movies. She's amazing. And she plays a former MIT mathematics professor
Mm-hmm.
who likes to do statistical analysis of every situation to see if it's gonna be pan out. She's great to have at a party. I'm sure. Could you
Yeah.
imagine being in a
Oh
mommy
yeah.
and me group with her?
Oh yeah. She loves to dance.
And she
Or
loves hot wings.
hot wings, which I'm all like, don't get me wrong. I was all like, when that part was going down, I was like, I could try this. I love hot wings, although
Oh,
I
I love
can't.
me some hot wings. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, if you were giving me money, oh, I would choke that shit down. I wouldn't even chew it. It'd be like bite, swallow, bite,
Yeah, you
swallow.
choke it down,
That's what
don't
she
you,
said.
whore? No, I that part I was like, I always wanted to try one of those contests, those spicy contests or whatever. Like that Hot Ones show on YouTube. I love that shit.
Oh,
I love that
yeah.
shit. I always wanted to try that stuff, but
I love when people bite into that on that show and they're not expecting it to be as hot and they
all
just
right.
lose their shit. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite.
right. It's really, really good. It's really good.
So, all right. So these four women are all best friends. They get together to watch Tom Brady. They care about the Patriots, but not as much as they care about Tom Brady. So there's a local
Right.
show in Boston, wherever they live. I don't even know where they're from. Anyways, they're holding a contest to win Super Bowl tickets. Call in with your best story. Lou fakes winning, which how no one
Right.
questioned them winning with the way these people would be promoting everything.
Yeah.
There's no way they couldn't know that they didn't win.
Right.
Okay, so Lou tells them they've won. Spoiler alert, they didn't win. She like sold all of her like important stuff, her car, other kinds of shit.
And she maxed out a credit card.
Yeah, like more than one.
Which can I just say, as soon as she said that I maxed out a credit card, I sold my car, I was all like, man, I hope she should hope she dies now because that's like so much money.
Right. So she pays for to make it look like they've really won this. She gets 4 Super Bowl tickets and she rents a hotel room, which Jane Fonda's character Trish is super pissed off that it's only got double beds and it's only one room and she's got to share a bed.
Right.
So,
Which
and
I'm
my
just, which they should be, she should be lucky that she even found a room in a Super Bowl town while the Super Bowl was going out. She should just be lucky about that because
so
it is
close
hard.
to the Super Bowl and everything.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
it's like, yeah, it's so hard. So she
Because
should be.
we had the Super Bowl here in Minneapolis,
Mhm.
and there were people in the suburbs renting out their houses and going on vacation during, like throwing their house up on VRBO. Like there was a company that called around places and were like, would you be interested in renting your house? And I'm like, no, I don't want strangers in my house. Fuck off.
Right. Yeah.
So, so anyways, they go down there. My favorite is when Mora starts stealing the giant cutouts in the lobby of the hotel of the
Oh,
football
yeah.
players. So they all are like, maybe we should rest. And Lou's like, no, we need the full Super Bowl experience. And again, when the Super Bowl was here in Minneapolis, we did the Super Bowl experience. It's just a horde of people being tattled around from place to place.
Yeah. Even
And it was
especially
cold as fuck here,
and
but
those
it's always cold as fuck.
yeah. I've never had the Super Bowl experience. I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I loved when they went to that. What was that little what is it, a museum with all this crap in it, where they went to that little where Sally Fields did the spice eating contest, and I just want to
That
say,
again is when they're at the Super Bowl experience.
is that what it's called? The
Yeah.
Super Bowl experience? Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
it's where you can
stupid.
go and throw footballs to see if you can throw them as hard and
what a
fast and accurate. You get to see, like, you can have
what a
pictures
dumb fucking thing. Oh my goodness. I
There's
loved
all
when
kinds of shit going on.
yeah, I loved how Lily Tomlin beat all those dudes because all she was doing was like underhanding it into one little basket, and they kept trying to throw it into the one that's far away. I'm all like, I would just be doing what this bitch is doing. Just like I do it faster because I'm not old and brittle, you know?
And I can throw it overhand and not underhand, and I'll be
Exactly.
way faster.
I was like,
So
this
yeah.
is ridiculous.
So Lou enters in, and Mora turns it into a gambling situation.
Yeah, because
So
she has a problem too.
Lou starts playing the toss the football game for points against Falcons fans, because that's who the Patriots are playing. And she keeps playing them for their jerseys. Like, if you and if she wins, she would get a Patriots jersey. So she keeps betting at first that they have to give her Falcons jersey, and they have to take and wear the Patriots jersey. Then Mora turns it into money. And I mean, she's not gambling just a little. Like, at some point, she's talking like over and unders. And
yeah, Mora has a problem. She has I don't think her husband had the gambling issue. I think she had the gambling issue. Like, she was just enabling herself through him, you know? Like,
so, and this whole time, I should tell you, we need to back up and tell you this. This whole time, Lou does anything, like, anytime she's in her house and making a decision, when she's at the Super Bowl experience making a decision, Tom Brady, whether it's his bobblehead, whether he's being interviewed, on TV, she hallucinates that he's talking directly to her, giving her inspirational speeches. And can I just tell you, it's a good thing Tom Brady is good at football.
Oh, yeah, he's
terrible
actor. He's just the worst. Like, when he was,
he made his money off of his arm, because he'd be collecting the unemployment if he was
it's pretty bad. Like, when he was looking up to get inspiration from Lou, when she was she's like, you inspired me and everything. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here, both of you. I also,
and then at the same time she's doing the throwing contest, Betty's in the wing contest. A Guy Fieri words are heard.
Fieri.
Fuck you.
Ferrari. His name is Ferrari.
Ferrari?
Yeah, Ferrari.
It's not a car.
That's what what's her face calls her at the party.
Well, she'd been drinking too. Okay.
Yeah, no, and edibles. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they did have edibles.
When she's like, when the girl, I don't remember her name, Betty, was all like, yeah, they're really high dosage, and she's like, I had two. I'm like, been there, honey. Ain't that the shit? When you're just like, wait, what? And you're just like,
you're microdosing and you're double
just
regular
like, yeah,
dosing.
they're just like, don't eat the whole thing. Just eat a leg of the gummy bear. And you're like, oh my God, I ate 2 of the gummy bears. They were so delicious. And then you're tripping balls and shit. And you're all like, this is not fun.
I love when people tell stories about like microdosing mushrooms, and then they realize they didn't know that microdosing didn't mean to eat the mushroom. You know,
yeah, it's like crazy. Yeah, people would be surprised how shit is strong, and you're like, I don't feel it. I feel it. Shit. you're just like, oh my God.
Or my favorite is when people are like, yeah, I took one and I didn't feel anything, so I took another. I felt the second one. No, bitch, you saw both of them.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, whether at this experience though, Sally Fields, I don't understand her like whole. I want wings. And then she's like, I'm just so hungry. I'm gonna eat this spicy stuff. And then she's like, I can't taste it. And I'm all like, what's going on here, Sally Fields? Like your character sucks, and I would not be friends with you.
I think Sally Field didn't have an exciting life, and this is excitement for her.
I mean, I guess so,
They
man.
definitely play up she's an MIT mathematics
Right.
professor. I
Yeah.
just think she doesn't have a clue what living life is like. So she thinks a hot wings eating contest, and she was hungry. You know what that's like. You take an edible or two, and now you got the munchies.
I guess so.
So she just wanted some food. Did you like how her husband was always calling her for reassurance and approval? I'm like,
Yeah.
you're a grown adult, dude.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that because it was annoying. I was
either,
just
friend.
like, he's like, dude, should I send A or B? I'm like, just pick one, fucker, and it's B. Okay, just send B. It's fine.
She didn't
whatever.
like A the first time, so it's not good enough. But anyways, while they're doing that, so Lou and Maura are at the football throwing contest. Betty's at the wings. Trish has been recognized by a fan who knows she writes under a pen name and asks her to do a book reading.
Yeah, because the holidays are very sexual for her.
Very sexual.
Yeah, which I was like,
other people that joined in on the reading.
Yeah, I was when she said that, I was like, ew, you're gross. Like, why would you tell her that? You're sick.
So now it's time to go into the Super Bowl. Okay, anyone who doesn't know, their tickets are fake. You saw it coming a mile a minute.
Oh wait, the party. What about the party?
Tickets. She would have been paying $10,000 or more per ticket. Her credit card nor her car were worth $40,000 plus airfare and a hotel room.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
And they find out that, and then the friends find out she didn't actually win the contest. Which I'm like, you're dumb shits if it took you that long to realize there was no promotional stuff. You weren't asked on the radio about your. I just am like, you're stupid. But the real winners were all guys, not fans of Tom Brady, but all named Tom Brady.
Yeah, because they were in a Tom Brady support group because they realized they would never live up to the name of Tom Brady. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here.
They could never live up to.
It's so stupid. They all looked older than Tom Brady, so I'm all like, you guys.
I'm like, you were the original. At least one of you looks like you could have been the original. Now you could have set a higher standard. I mean,
now they just look like homeless men.
They could.
Yeah. So what about the party?
Oh, the party was
like we mentioned the party.
No, it was that night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was before the Super Bowl because that's where they went because Guy Fieri, she got an invite from the dude that won the Super Bowl.
It was the night after the night of the Super Bowl experience, but before they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So the party
Guy
was lame to me.
Fieri.
Fieri.
Yeah. So they're trying to track him down. Maura's at the party.
Time out. I love that. I love that you're just like, I'm just like, yeah, they went to the party and you're just like, Guy Fieri. Just like, okay. Albuquerque, fire truck. We're just yelling out words now. What's going on here?
Sorry. That's why while we were at the party, they were
Tony Danza.
Betty lost the
I'm sorry. Anyway, so they're at the party, and which, by the way, the house of the party was very cool. I was like, I would love to live there.
Oh, they're looking for Guy. Maura ends up in a charity poker event, but she thinks she gets to keep all of the money.
Which I would have been like, fuck that noise. I'm keeping this money, you guys. I'm keeping it.
You're going to keep the chips? Who are you cashing that shit into?
I would just be like, you cash me out now, fuckers. I'll take it to the charity myself.
Yeah. And so I did like all the players in the charity.
You did. I mean,
you don't like Patton Oswalt?
No, he's an asshole.
Well, I mean, he did get married very quickly after his wife died.
Oh yeah, there was something going on there beforehand.
You think so?
I know so.
Wow.
Nobody dates that fat asshole for just all of a sudden out of the blue. Come on. That shit was, he was preparing that shit. So
laying the groundwork is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I mean, there were some people that
like a Goo Goo, Billy Porter.
I do like Billy Porter. Goo Goo, what a fucking dumb name. Okay, but the thing about Billy Porter is, okay, so I want to mention this real quick. So right now at this podcast is being cast, the actors are on strike in Hollywood, right?
Yes.
And there was this story in like the Hollywood Reporter or whatever, how Billy Porter was all like, I'm gonna have to sell my house because I don't have the money for the jobs I was gonna get. And I was like, well, somebody doesn't manage their money very well. So when he lost the poker game, I was like, looks like somebody's gonna have to sell their house again. I was like,
so
okay, sorry, go ahead.
So they don't get the money to buy new tickets, and they don't find a guy at the thing. But the next day they go back to the wing truck and they get the fanny pack. That was Betty's.
The strap on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that is the best part of the whole movie is she calls her fanny pack because it's a crossbody. It's like those new Lululemon fanny packs.
So
they're
stupid.
fanny packs, people. Just because you're strapping them across your chest doesn't make them a crossbody purse. They're still fucking
They're fanny packs, yeah. And you should wear them around your waist because that's cooler.
Right. And I won't lie. I have a Lululemon crossbody bag, but they're not. It's a fanny pack you'll wear on your boobs. That's all it is.
I would totally wear a fanny pack, but like an old school fanny pack around my waist and everything.
I have a mermaid one that's like all sequency.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
If you rub them one way, they're one color. You rub it the other way.
Right on. I rub my fanny only one way. Anyways, so they're at the Super Bowl, right? Oh, they get into the Super Bowl. I love how they get in.
So first, the security guy's like, "These are fakes," and tears them up in front of him.
I did like how he like tore them once, and then we went to tear them twice. They're like, they're stronger, and I was like, "That's so true. That's so true." You don't look as tough now, fucker. You should just rip them the one time.
Morris sees Goo,
which is
he apparently is the choreographer for Gaga. And that's how she got her name is because he's Goo. She's Gaga.
Yeah, it's so stupid. So stupid.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard. So he tells the security guard they have to come in because they're his backup they're Gaga's backup dancers. But they forgot their passes, which the security guard's not buying it. Good for you, dude, because it's not real. But then they do a dance.
Yeah.
Which anyone could do. It's got all the it's got the twist, it's got the dab.
Yeah, which I just want to say they're terrible dancers. I'm like, you guys deserve to break a hip for that bullshit.
For their age, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, for their age. Did you see them dancing at that fucking party? They can't even freestyle. They were bad. You don't get excuses for that shit. I'm sorry.
Did you like how Sally Field, every time they would say 80 for Brady, she would be like, I am 70.
Yes. Yes.
72, like however old she was. Yeah. And which is sad because she honestly probably looked like she was older than any of them. But
right on.
So the security guard lets him in because he's super impressed, even though he knows it's not real. They run into some guy that's been flirting with Trish. He's a former player, Super Bowl winner, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of really boring shit in this movie. They get into one of the suites to watch
the box. Which I was like,
that's 2 minutes left in the game. And the Patriots are down. They're losing. They're getting their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Lou needs to and they're sitting directly across from the Patriots box. You know, the box.
Coach box.
I don't know what it's
the coach box. The coach box.
Is that really what it's called?
Yes.
Are you sure? You don't seem like you're a super
I'm 100%. I'm 100% sure. I'm good like that.
Really what it's called.
I just Googled it. It's the coach box.
I'll believe Google. So they leave the box they're in and walk all the way around the stadium during a commercial break or some shit. Still Sally Field's character starts rattling off all these statistics about when Tom Brady does this on the third Wednesday of Tuesday and he drinks 4.3 liters of water and he parts his hair on the left instead of the right. These are the plays he needs to run to win. And then Lou's like, I gotta talk to Tom. And she just picks up a random microphone. Tom, and down on the sideline, his helmet. Which is not on his head. It's on the back of the screen.
Yeah, because he's got it up to his head like a big dummy.
Yeah, he holds it up. And she starts giving this speech. Not very inspirational.
And not very inspirational.
Tom thinks it's the bee's knees.
For sure, because he's just like looking at her like she's God and shit. And I'm all like, what's going on
and
here?
again, acting skills, not the best.
Not the best at all.
Tom really should have focused more on that being inspired facial expression. So
Yeah, would it have killed him to take a class or two? It's not that hard, you
he's
know.
like, I'm funding the movie. I don't need no damn class.
Exactly. Yeah. I
I do
also
this for a living. I play football for a living. I got this.
Yeah, and then they pull it together and they go into overtime. Which one of the announcers do was all like, "This is the first time a Super Bowl has ever gone into overtime," and I was like, "Is it the first
No.
time a Super Bowl
No,
has
because
ever?"
doesn't Sally Field debunk that by saying like somebody does it? It's the biggest turnaround in football Super Bowl history. And she's like, no, if you think about the 1942, blah,
Oh,
blah,
is it?
blah.
I don't remember. I
She was
don't
doing that a
remember.
lot in the movie. So I'm just
Uh,
assuming. I don't know if she really did. I'm just assuming her character did that because
right
she through the
on.
whole movie. So of
Um,
course the Patriots win, and Tom thanks Lou for her
mhm.
inspirational speech. And then he takes all four girls, ladies, women into the locker room.
Which I
Uh
just want to say right now, they went to the locker room. We didn't see any dicks. I was disappointed.
right.
I
I would have we didn't even get to see nice ass. No nice
Yeah,
ass.
none of that shit. No
Nothing.
shirtless men, nothing.
At least when you watch Steel
Lame.
Magnolias and they go into the locker room, you get to see
Ex-
ass.
exactly.
And
We
this movie couldn't even give us that.
that's what us
Come
girls
on,
wanted to
Tom.
see. Exactly. Lamos Stamos.
Right. Well, Stamos, he would have showed us his ass.
Well, I'm just, we're just, since we're just throwing out names of famous people in this podcast. Anyways, so and then him and okay, so I love how Sally Field sits down with the Danny whatever, I can't remember his name, that's all I can remember. And she's like, "You're the best whatever," and he's like, "That's the nicest compliment I ever got." And I was like, "Is it though? Is it Danny boy?" And
So
then
no girl's ever been like, that was the best sex
yeah,
ever,
you're the
or oh
you're
my
the only
god, your dick's
person.
beautiful. That
Exactly.
you win
But
some lady going, that's the best game you've ever played on the
yeah,
third
some whatever.
Tuesday of the month or whatever.
Yeah, her lame ass compliment. And then the Gronkowski guy, he owns the book of him, the
He
fanfic. I
takes
was
it
like,
everywhere.
yeah, I was like, well, he's not the best actor either, if we're gonna be honest. His
but
acting was
he gets hit in
very
the head a lot. Tom
that's
Brady
true.
doesn't.
Yeah, plus he doesn't need to talk or anything like that. We just
No.
need him to stand there and look pretty.
Yeah.
But I also yeah, and then her talking to Tom Brady was just also terrible. I was like, this is embarrassing, you guys. Like, Lily, get the fuck out of there. You don't need to do this shit. I was like, you don't need the money, honey. You're old. Just
What
go
is it?
home, eat a hot
Frankie and
dog, and go to
Grace?
bed. You're fine. What?
7 seasons of that movie, or that TV show, Frankie and Grace. She didn't
Ex-
need the money.
yeah, she didn't need the money. Yeah, just go
Laverne and
home.
Shirley money.
Yeah,
No, wrong
exactly.
show.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I'm like, you could just go home, eat a cold hot dog, and just go to bed, baby. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need the money for this bullshit. And and then what's her face? Jane Fonda. She's walking around with that terrible fucking wig. Oh my
Oh,
god, was
her and
that
her
terrible?
wigs, the whole suitcase of wigs.
Yeah, it was just terrible. I personally didn't like it, but whatever. It's not my embarrassment. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I did have a little bit of secondary embarrassment for them.
Yeah. And then Rita
So now
Ora,
they're back in
whatever
their
that
regular
woman's name is.
lives.
Yeah, they're back in their regular lives.
And Tom
Oh,
Brady's been traded to the Buccaneers. So now Lou's house is no longer vomited on in Patriots shit. It's now vomited on in Buccaneers shit.
yeah, which can I just say this whole time, right? They've gone on this experience because she is gonna have these test results back,
Yeah, she
and
thinks the cancer's back.
she thinks her cancer is back, and I'm all like, well, can't you just check out your stuff and then go on your big adventure? Because I'm
Well,
like,
she thinks no one will want to go on it. They'll want her to start treatment.
well, that's when you say
So
no.
the
Like
whole
it's
point of this whole story was because she thought this was going to be her last hurrah. Guess what, guys? No cancer.
yeah.
She's fine.
Yeah, she did her make-a-wish and then didn't die. Isn't that annoying? Like,
And it ends with all four ladies sitting on the beach, drinking drinks, talking about retirement. And guess who's with them? Tom Brady, talking
yeah.
about retirement as well, which is always the ongoing joke with Tom. He's never going to retire, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. But apparently, there are a ton of people out there that do.
Apparently. Yeah, I don't care either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you got anything else you want to add?
I mean, not really. This movie was okay. Did you when they flashback back to the party at that big mansion and everything?
Yeah, yeah.
When Sally Fields is like putting her head on that dude's shoulder, I can't remember his name, it was like Eric or something like that. I can't remember. And she's
The
talking about
younger
his
guy
teeth. Yeah.
who, yeah.
Did you get the sense they were about to fuck?
Oh,
Because
he
I was
definitely wanted to fuck, and
yeah, I was like,
she contemplated it.
yeah, which I
She
was
even
like,
says it
Sally,
at one point.
I was like, Sally Fields, get your freak on. I mean, like, your husband hasn't been dicking you down in a while, honey. Trust me, I know.
And
The
I
fucker
gotta know,
fucker can't even
girl.
write a paper by himself. Okay. There's no way he's dicking you down.
And she's what? She's in her 70s.
Yeah, I mean by the way, that's a story right there for Eric. He could just be like, so one time I'm fucking this 70-year-old. I'd be like, oh, wait, what? You have my full
Wait,
attention.
wait.
I'm
No,
like
no,
one.
it's okay. She was hot.
I'd be like, I am 100, even if she wasn't, I am 100% listening to this story.
Oh,
I have blocked
Eric,
out
let me
everything.
refill my drink. Pause. Let
Yeah.
me refill my drink and let's sit down.
So yeah, and popcorn. I just went, this
Right.
is so weird. This is a
Sour
weird.
Patch Kids, you're
Like,
just
guys, this is a weird fucking story. Come here and listen to this.
right?
So
Oh my God. Tina, come over here. Eric's story's gonna blow your fucking
like,
mind.
yeah, she gummed him. Like, no joke. She
Oh my God, could you imagine being with someone and they just pop their teeth out in the thing?
I mean, it sounds nice. You know what I'm
Well, at least
saying?
you know she won't be a little teethy in that
Yeah,
blowjob.
sometimes, that shit is not fun. You gotta smack and be like, stop it. You stop using your teeth. Stop it.
I'm not joking. I have a friend that she says she doesn't do that because she's been told she's way too teethy.
Right on. Well, yeah, I wouldn't date her. Anyways, so I don't have anything else to say about this movie.
Would you
Yeah.
recommend it?
No, this movie was
No.
terrible. This was a waste of time. I
The only
stopped
thing
it.
that's good out of this movie is their jerseys that are rhinestone. But even then, I don't like the Patriots. So even that's not great. It's just like, and who puts that much effort into jerseys? Do people do that?
I mean, obviously, some people probably do. I don't
I
do.
don't.
Yeah, I don't do any of that shit. I'm not
I
really
don't
into
know.
sports. I mean, I'll watch them and shit, but I'm
I
not.
just go, Tom Brady, this was a waste of your money. I get it. You wanted a movie all about you because,
Yeah,
you've had a rough couple years. You retire. Didn't he retire? Did he retire?
yeah. I think he
His
retired. Yeah,
wife left him.
yeah, which sucks. But I mean, like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But
when you're
he's
Tom
so good
Brady and
looking
your
though.
wife's
Yeah,
Giselle, hottest woman on the planet, and she up
yeah.
and leaves you, I mean, where do you got to go from there?
I mean, I don't know, man. But yeah, this movie was terrible. I would not.
Yeah,
I wouldn't watch this movie ever
I liked
again.
all four leading ladies. I just didn't like this movie, nor did I like their characters.
Yeah, they were really annoying. I didn't like them either.
And their characters weren't really that big of acting. I felt like they were just kind of playing themselves.
Yeah, it was bad all the way around. I
Yeah,
hated
I
this
just
movie.
go, don't venture into this.
Yeah, ever. Just pass on this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to add. If
Yeah, I
you
don't have
don't have
anything else.
anything else
Nope.
to add, alrighty. Okay, guys. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for listening. Follow us on Twitter at BS Drunk Pods to stay updated. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star review. If you want to check out us in video, we do post this video on YouTube.
We do.
On our YouTube channel. YouTube BS Drunk Movie Reviews. So you can check us out there. Please be sure to subscribe. Hey, and drop us a little note in the comments. Just be like, hi. Just be like, I hate this movie too. Or say, hey, you guys are funny. Or I tried your drink. It was great. We'd love to hear from you. Also, we have started a Patreon. There are plenty of different levels for everyone. On our Patreon, we do series or movie franchises, whichever way you'd let us say it. We have done the Bring It On series. If you didn't know there was a horror film for the Bring It On series, Cheer or Die, don't worry, we got you covered. Did you know there's a cheer goddess? If not,
Cheer
we will introduce you. She will change your
life.
We did Jurassic Park. Who does not love dinosaurs? Right. And we did the Sex in the City
Yeah.
series. Oh my gosh, the fashion alone is worth the view.
Mhm.
And then we have done the Scream franchise. Who doesn't love Ghostface?
Right.
In my case, a drunk ghost. To each their own. So if you're interested in that, check out the link below in the description. And as always, guys, be sure to drink, recap, review, and repeat. Bye, everybody.
Bye.